Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Street Team Street podcast. This morning, joining us, we have...
I'm Murphy McCool. I'm one of the morning show hosts here at Home FM, along with...
Normally we go around and have a little more of an entry. He just threw you right in.
Yeah.
So keep going.
I was a little...
We're introducing our guest today.
A bit abrupt. But I'm one of the morning show hosts here, along with many other things that I do on campus.
Yes.
You run, don't you?
I do run.
What do you run?
I sprint, so 1 through 400. Yeah.
I don't understand any of
He doesn't
what
run, he sprints.
you people do. Why do you choose to do that?
I always wanted to do a sport in college, and then I figured out running was going to be my best option. So, yeah, I stuck with it.
And then not only running, then you thought sprinting would be even more fun.
Well, I started doing like the 4 and the 800 when I was in high school, but
You did that fast or
I mean,
regular?
I was okay. I was always best at the 400.
That's one lap, right?
Yeah, 1 lap around the track.
Yeah.
But then I ran like cross country, which is just like misery. Like as a runner, cross country might be the worst thing in the world.
Time out. As a runner, you would think that you love cross country because all you're doing is running.
Cross country is literally awful.
I agree. But that's from me watching the runners. They leave at the beginning of tennis practice and then they come back at the end of tennis practice.
Yeah.
Those guys are
I don't
insane.
understand it.
Those guys are literally insane.
And sometimes they do that twice. They run and then they run again and then they run the track
Again.
because they haven't run enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
Yeah, there was a
sense.
guy on the team running. I think he is gone now. He's doing the Disney internship program as we speak. But
Wait, who is this?
Ryan O'Rourke was his name.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was running 100-mile weeks. It was
What?
literally
I haven't
insane.
run 100 miles in my whole life. Colin, you for sure haven't as a pitcher.
I actually played
Shots
other sports
fired.
before baseball.
Oh, do you think you ran 100 miles in your life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basketball and football were like pure
Okay,
running.
fair. That's fair.
And I played soccer.
Oh, then you for sure did.
Yeah.
They say it's like 4 to 6 miles a game.
I was a
Soccer
goalie.
game. Okay, I don't even feel bad for saying you haven't run 100 miles in your life then. For
But-
sure in your college experience.
No, not in college.
Yeah.
Definitely have not ran 100 miles in college.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I'd give me like 50 max. I run in the summers.
You do?
Yeah. Like I'll run like a mile or 2 a day
Wow. Look at you.
because it's warm.
Way to go. I love to run in the heat.
Yeah.
That is the time
I
I
absolutely
love
love
to
it.
I saw Ryan Cottingham this morning running.
Of course you did.
Bright
It's like-
neon green
go.
vest
Oh,
on.
really?
Yes.
That's all he does. He runs. And
Yeah.
he runs like Forrest Gump. He's like so
He
fast.
does.
Oh, yeah.
Just keeps going.
Does anyone know if he's still in Splash Tag?
Oh.
I don't know.
We should call him and ask him.
Oh,
Looks like someone's going to have to get up at 5 a.m. and go
yeah.
while he's running.
While he's running.
Let's
to
call
catch
Easy
him.
to spot him with his bright green vest.
Yeah.
He might still be running.
He
Great.
could still be
Do you think he
running.
has his phone on him?
Yeah,
Have to find out,
probably.
I guess.
We're about to call. We're going to call him on the speaker.
We should start doing like the morning show prank calls.
He's so funny.
This
You're on
is-
the morning show.
Yeah.
It's actually the podcast. I don't know if he has
I'm
his
going
phone
to get...
on him.
Oh. Hello? Ryan Cottingham, you're on speakerphone on the podcast.
Let's go!
Inquiring minds want to know, are you still in Splash Tag?
I am alive! I'm alive!
Whoa!
Seriously?
Yeah, I heard you're not!
Listen, no thanks to my husband or Lori, who are both now my...
Whatever. Your nickname is Judas. Everybody says Christy Judas Myers.
Wow, that is so harsh on a Tuesday before 8:30 a.m. Heavens to Betsy.
It wasn't me. I didn't give you that nickname. You
Jeez.
just betrayed me.
Wow, I didn't betray you. I was trying to protect you. Hey, do you still have Tori?
Are we still on the air?
Well, yeah, everyone knows that you had Tori. Do you still have Tori? We were gonna help you get her until you called me Judas.
I didn't call you that. It was other people.
Okay, we were just checking in to see if you were still alive.
I almost drove down to Iwo yesterday.
Well, she wasn't
Wow.
there.
I'm
She
glad I didn't.
has the flu. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because she wasn't in class yesterday morning either.
Yeah, she's in a tough
was
spot right
there.
now. But you might see her out and about today.
I need to.
Okay.
I need to.
Well,
I
we're
need
glad
to.
you're doing well. Thanks for all of your compliments this morning. Hope you have a great Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm in survival mode right now.
Okay, can't wait. Okay, bye. Wow. Jeez, that was so harsh.
That was.
Okay, so he's still in.
Man, you guys think that I'm harsh. Like that.
Wow.
That was another comment.
Yeah, that was just right to the
All
heart.
I said that orange was ugly.
If for context,
don't have to
Colin
talk about
actually told Lila that her CNA dress was ugly because it was orange. And then didn't
I don't even know if it's orange. It's an option.
proceed to even be any bit of remorseful about it until several hours later.
When I found out we were actually talking about Lila's dress and not just colors.
His response when he heard orange dress, he said his face and his words were, "Oh, that orange is so ugly." And then little did he realize he was calling Lila's dress ugly. So that's tough. But maybe we'll go down that track just a different time.
I was
have to.
unaware of the context of that conversation.
Yeah, that's good.
And I made a very judgeful comment about the color orange.
Yeah, I hope she comes in like bright Crayola orange.
And then I'm going to have nothing to say except, wow, Lila, this dress looks amazing. That's the only
I'm
thing.
not
That's
gonna
the
show up,
that's the only
period.
script.
I'm just not coming.
I have to practice this script for like.
Oh gosh,
Next
you
week.
are the hole you are digging is so deep.
Start looking at your hand in the middle of talking.
So to that, Murphy. Hey, well, do y'all want to give an update? Poor Lila. I brought her flowers this morning on behalf of Colin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Those came from my yard.
Yeah. Incredible.
Thank you.
It's actually pretty impressive.
ChatGPT told her that they're good to go today.
I had a lot of moving parts in my yard today with my flowers and vegetables, and one of them was I was going to lose my tulips if I didn't cut them. So
Tulips.
yeah, they're so pretty though.
What kind of flowers are these?
It's a tulip.
It's
Oh.
a tulip.
Really? They don't look like tulips.
Yes. What do tulips look like to
I
you?
usually see them like
Closed.
closed.
They have actually opened since I cut
see
them.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Part of the beauty of it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so taco update. Don't say who's won. Oh, I guess you could, because this will get released after we release the
Well,
winner.
true. La Katrina.
La Katrina!
Wow, there was no build up. No, nothing.
I was looking at her, she just goes, La, and I was like, all right, here we go. La Katrina, the winners of your Taco Showdown Street Team Street Tacos of Jackson.
That's amazing.
I mean,
Yep.
La Katrina was amazing.
Yeah.
They were. I
Crushed it.
was part of it.
They
Those were incredible. They
Murphy
really
was
good.
also a part of it.
Yep.
Yep. I was talking about it with you guys. I mean, it's kind of romantic in a way that
What a
we
word to
ended.
use for this setting.
We ended
Yeah.
with the place that we started. Our
Yeah.
first
True.
food review
Full circle.
was the place that
Yeah.
ended up winning it all.
Do y'all feel less than when Murphy is with us because he has such a radio voice and none of us
Yes.
do?
Yes. I feel very
Yeah.
insecure right now.
It's just the
For
perfect,
so many reasons.
like, low,
Just
it's the perfect low
Keep me on
monotone
down.
voice.
Do you need me to like change my voice?
yeah. Could you
Sweet.
try some other tones?
Go higher.
I can try on something like this. I'm not doing that for the entire podcast. I'm sorry.
Okay, Murphy, tell us about you.
That was
About me, what do you want to know? I mean,
Well, you're in
Everything.
radio,
I
which
am
is
in radio.
crazy. As a young person
How
who's
does
so passionate
how does
about
someone
radio.
get into radio?
Yeah.
so I I'll go full circle. So I
Okay.
started out really young, wanted to be a professional baseball
You started
player.
out young, not
Really
old.
young, yes. I was born at a very young age. So when I was really young, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. And every season, I would just start out in the biggest slump ever. And then I would go, and the insurance would kick in, and you can go get your contacts now. And then I'd go on a tear. But so I was like, I can't be like a.
Wait, were you playing blind for the first
Yeah, I'm
half of the
confused.
season?
Dang near. I mean, I was using like last year's prescription. My eyes were changing so much. I'm like dang near legally blind.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's bad. It is really bad. But so after that, there was a community college near me that did sports media camp for kids, and I'm like, that
Oh.
sounds so
Wait,
cool.
what?
So I went
Slick.
my first
Slick?
year, and
Sweet and sick. I try to combine those two.
so I went.
Slick.
Can you spell that for us?
Swick.
I'm gonna leave. I don't want to be here anymore.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
Murphy. Christy's
I'm
being
sorry,
very rude.
Tammy.
Christy's being very rude. Continue. Sports media kids camp.
Okay.
I'm so invested.
I was at sports media camp for kids, and there I met like actually some of my mentors. I started in 6th grade, I should say. Met some of my mentors for life. I was just texting with one of them like the other day. Mike Holvey's his name, the president of the RAB. What a cool guy. Probably the coolest guy I know.
Wow.
What's RAB?
The Radio Advertising Bureau. So
wow.
our boss's boss's boss.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was really big for me. And you know, when you're starting out in radio, you have to do every little thing no matter what it is. So my first job in radio was answering the phones
Yes.
Nice.
for I couldn't even drive. My parents had to drive me in
Oh.
25 minutes to the station, and they would just drive around the town for like 2 hours listening to the show. And so I would sit at the station and answer phones and like push them through to the guys on the radio. It was called Saturday Morning Sports Talk. It's my favorite radio show ever because it's
Wow.
just a bunch of old heads talking about sports and none of them agree on anything.
That's
And it's just
amazing.
the greatest thing ever. And there was always this one even older dude. He was like 90 and he would always call and you could tell he just had no one to talk to. So he would just call and talk to me like every morning that I was there. So that was awesome. So through doing that, once you do something like that, you're going to be the guy they rely on, right? So I got the ability to do some Danville Dans games, which is a prospect league team. Through doing that, I actually got my internship this year, but that's a long story. So doing prospect league games, and then I got to do this is awful. So I got recommended to do
What an
the
opening.
JUCO games near me, Danville Area Community College, when I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
And you know, like every sophomore in high school, you're an idiot. So I get a call.
Could you drive yet?
Yes, this is right after I could drive. I get a call from the athletic department or the athletic director at Danville Area Community College, and I didn't see the call. So I text him, "Who dis?"
Good. That's good.
This is Coach Button from Danville Area Community College.
Oh my gosh.
Is this Murphy McCool? I call him back immediately. I am so sorry. So I did those games for 3 years.
Wow.
Also worked with my high school during COVID doing, I don't know if you guys had NFHS. Is that what you guys had? Yeah.
I'm too old for that, I think.
So I did some NFHS games, worked with radio station, yeah, and then ended up at Spring Arbor. Done almost every sport. Want to do tennis. Sorry I haven't been out there yet.
Well,
Yeah, boo.
our season is now over, so maybe
know.
next
Sure.
year.
Next year. We'll count on it. But yeah, that's about it.
Will you also share the story about your name and that people don't think that's really your name?
Yeah, this summer when I was going through the internship seeking process, I had a potential job that I really wanted. It was out in South Dakota. It was just gonna be an awesome opportunity. And the guy didn't email me back for a week because he thought that I was a scam because he saw my name was Murphy McCool. And I was like, are we joking right now? Like, so I always say it's a blessing and a curse because every radio guy that you meet, they're like, that is not your real name. Like, that's your like radio name. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no. Like, do you need me to pull up my ID? And then
It literally is the coolest name.
Shout
I
out your
appreciate
parents.
that.
Yeah. Way to go, parents.
So there's kind of a funny story with that. My dad's name is Clint McCool, right?
Also a sweet
Yeah,
name.
that's sick.
So we're just like, one day my dad gets a text from one of his friends, like somebody he doesn't like really talk to, and they're like, "Have you seen this book?" And they sent a screenshot of a book that was called like The Adventures of Clint McCool.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So he's like, "What the heck?" We somehow got in touch with the author who lived in Wisconsin. We have some family in Wisconsin, so we're guessing, this is speculating, that somebody in Wisconsin said my dad's name, and she like heard it in passing, and then used my dad's name as the main character of her book.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of crazy.
We are just
Wow.
becoming less and less and less cool next to Murphy McCool.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You're pretty cool.
That is sweet.
I'm still the reigning, when I was 7 years old, church camp McCoolest Cabin Award winner as well. So that's kind of my
Wow.
prestigious award. That's the only one I got.
That's incredible. That feels like a sweet one
Yeah.
and unique at that. Okay, Murphy, we give our guests the opportunity to ask all three of us any question that they want.
Oh, wow.
And so this is our
Gosh.
time to put you on the spot. And you get to ask all three of us, or just the two of them, any question
Or all three of us.
that,
Yeah.
that you want.
Is it supposed to be one question for the
Doesn't
for the
have to be.
collective?
Like
So-
Cole Broadwick, he asked us 3 different ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask
It
these
can
two.
be one if you want though.
Okay. I'll just
pressure.
ask you guys why social media? Let's start with Colin for that.
Wow. But can we give some context about that question to Colin?
What's the
How many
context?
followers do you have?
On TikTok, I have like 550,000.
So
And don't worry, he keeps us on his secret
Yeah.
story. He doesn't
Yeah.
talk about us externally. He's
Private
embarrassed of
story.
us.
so I
Private
did
story.
a Will Shoot film with my friend Katie Drawlett now, and it was a dating show, and we sent it. So I sent it to my parents, and my dad was showing some of the guys at work, and one of the guys at his work was like, "Oh, he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy." It's a blue collar job. Come to find out, the kid's girlfriend followed Colin on TikTok.
Oh, no, I have a better. It was his freshman year, and we were at Huntington, and these 4 girls show up, like, fanboying over Colin because they followed him on
Wow.
TikTok.
Was it the baseball game?
Yes. And they were all there, Colin! Ah! And they all followed him on TikTok. And they were there just to get their chance at
Wow.
seeing him. And he keeps us a secret. He could
Yeah.
share this podcast so people could learn some life lessons, but he keeps us a secret.
Nothing to say to that.
That's actually, I'm going to change my question. Why do you keep this a secret?
That's a way better question, actually.
It's because I don't really like post on social media that much anymore. Like I'm not really like trying to go for social media, I guess. Like where my TikTok and my Instagram are right now is kind of just like it is what it is. Having the followers is like nice but weird at the same time because like there's obviously an expectation for me to post and do social media, but at the same time like that's not where my future career is going to take me. Even though social media will always be there for like fun, like on the side, it's just not what I want to pursue when I'm older.
What did make you start on social media?
Just having fun with my friends.
And you would
I
just
mean,
post
it
it.
started with like TikTok or Musically, because before TikTok it was literally called Musically, and it started with
Musically was
R.I.P.
TikTok
Yeah.
before? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was kind of like a weird thing, right? Like there was a
It was
giant break
different
in between,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
What was your first thing that you posted that people started?
They got a following.
Yeah.
It was like a video of me and my friend, like just lip syncing a song in like middle school.
Interesting.
And then I got like 10,000 views. And I
Wow.
was like, whoa, like that's pretty cool. And then obviously like I got a couple hundred comments. And after that I was like, man, that's a cool feeling. Let me post some more.
Yeah.
So then, like, I just kept posting and posting and posting, and eventually, like, the followers just started gaining with the posts and the consistency of posting. And it wasn't really, like, anything I was doing, like, thoughtfully with, like, I want to be famous or, like, I want to
Yeah.
make $1 million. Like, it was just I kind of want to post videos and talk to people. Like,
What was
in the
your
comments.
area of expertise in the videos? Lip syncing?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Maybe listeners don't look him up. This was before he knew Jesus.
Maybe we don't want him to promote the.
Okay, so, but your freshman year,
Yes.
or freshman into your sophomore year, was when you started to actually come to know Jesus.
Yes.
And you and I had a conversation about this. I don't know if you remember this. We were talking about how what you were posting,
Yes.
you were looking for the, like,
Yes.
dopamine hit. I don't know if you used that word,
Yeah.
but, like, implied that.
Yeah.
And now you're like, it's just different. What I'm going after is different.
Yeah.
And you had said, like, what I'm posting in the frequency has changed and
Yeah.
it's different. Is that still the case? But people are still following you?
I mean, yeah, I still post every, like, now and then, but now obviously it's a lot more for, like, what I want to post and just kind of like the fun of posting on social media. The only difference is that I have a substantial amount of followers now,
Yeah.
which just feels weird. It almost feels like a pressure to post and
Yeah.
a pressure to post certain type of content.
And we don't fit the mold for that.
Well, no. I mean, Street Team doesn't really follow my lip syncing thirst trap musicallys.
I feel like maybe the three of you could really do a great job at a lip syncing. Maybe you should try
I'm
it.
not in on that. I'm out. That's.
That was my area of expertise for posting. But I also feel like
Maybe you and Lila can do it at the CNAs.
okay.
Have you seen?
In your orange
we can
dress.
Oh
we
my
can
God,
pick a
I
sound.
was waiting
We can
for
pick a
that.
sound. But the lip syncing thirst traps definitely does not. I feel like I've matured past that.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels
That's fair.
weird.
So
He's
why
grown.
don't you pivot and talk about things that are meaningful for young adults? Like their walk with Jesus or what it means.
I guess I don't feel qualified
Why?
because I have only known Jesus for like 3-ish years and I don't know everything about it. And I still am working on that relationship every single day.
Yeah, but you work on it and you believe he loves you, right?
I do.
Okay. So, do you think that I talked about this recently in one of my classes when Barabbas in Jesus, where Barabbas was supposed to go and be hung on a cross,
Mm-hmm.
and instead Jesus was hung on a cross. And Barabbas was like a terrible human being,
Yes.
right? And he got set free. What do you think he did afterwards? Went and told everyone? Like, this dude just came and set me free. I was on a death sentence.
Yeah.
And he went and told everyone. Was he qualified?
Probably not.
No, he was a schmuck. But he probably went on to tell everyone he knew about this dude who literally just saved his life. And he didn't know, he probably didn't have the Old Testament readily available or
True.
have access to it.
True.
But he like had experienced what it meant for Jesus to save his life. And so he went and told people about it. I think you are way more qualified than you think. And qualified is not even the right word. You have been saved by grace, and you understand that. You should talk about it.
Moses didn't feel qualified.
Okay.
No, most
That's
of the people
true.
in the
That's-
Bible
yeah.
are just like not great. I mean, David his story is not awesome, but he was considered a man of God, and he committed adultery and murdered someone.
That is true.
So,
Definitely something to think about.
yeah. Okay. Speaking of thinking about, sorry. We'll come back to your, if you've done your hour of
Jeez.
silence. Okay, Murphy, what's your question for,
Oh,
did he
man.
answer your question?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I have anymore. Man, I'm just such a fanboy of Colin Schneider.
Do you follow him?
No, I don't have TikTok.
Me either.
No, I don't. I
Good
don't.
for you guys.
I don't really look up thirst traps and whatever else. Maybe if he posted about the street team, I would download it.
Wow.
So Lila, what did you think you were getting into when Christy asked you to join the street team?
Wow.
Wow.
We
Honest-
talked about this the other day.
Yeah,
I think.
we did.
I think we got to air it out.
Yeah.
I was basically very confused at first. It was a lot of everywhere, and I was like, okay, what actually is this? And I knew it was for Home FM, and I was like, okay, are we just going to do like social media, like content creation? I feel like it's just gotten bigger than that.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. I just thought it was going to be social media, content creation. I didn't know what. I was like, okay, I'm interested in that.
So, Christy, do I get a question for you?
Yeah. Sure.
How does the street team grow with Home FM? How do they grow not one, not the other, but like together?
I think for me, it's my heart behind helping grow Home.fm is getting our students back involved in a bunch of different ways, because not everyone has a voice like yours or has like the ability to just get behind a mic and talk to a room where other people aren't, and like you have that gifting. But there are people like Colin and Lila who are good actually in front of a camera, and there are other students like them who want to do that. And so for me, it's just how do we create more opportunities for students to use their gifting, their influence, to actually promote like the cool stuff that's going on. And it gives them like a relatively risk-free space to like create. Yeah. And truthfully, when we started the street team, I wasn't exactly sure what it was going to be either, but I knew we needed to create a space for students to be involved. And it just like kind of keeps evolving. Like who would have ever thought I don't even know what episode this is, but we are done with school next week and we have 5 more podcasts that we're producing with like Carrie Schmiel is coming on tomorrow, who's legit. She like is the one who ran Harley Davidson for all of their marketing for years. And we have Curtis Popenhagen, who's the lead worship and writes songs from Radiance.
I'm so excited for that.
I know. It's like, so who would have thought that we had like some cool people who actually want to come and talk to us?
So how would you say, like, we had a couple students on yesterday on the air. I mean, and they were freaking out when they got here. How does someone like me, who's not, I come in every day and I'm not nervous around a microphone. How can I make that like a safe space almost for them?
I think the more that we invite them in and the more that they get reps, it's like anything. It's always going to feel scary at first, but then the more and more that you do it, you just like learn, oh, I can do this. Or I don't love this part of it, but I like this part of it, which I think is cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a question for y'all. It's really for you too. So I always ask my students or my players like questions like, if you were to get married today, what would your bridesmaid's dress color be?
Oh, geez.
Or if you were to
Orange.
go,
Yeah, hopefully not orange.
I'm like,
Ow.
can't win. This is so bad.
And one of the questions one of the questions I ask them is, how do they hope they get proposed to? And this morning I was thinking, do guys ever think of, like, if I were to ask a bunch of guys, this is me asking you, how do you plan to propose to your future girlfriend, then fiance, then wife? Like, how do you ever think about this?
I'm gonna be honest, no.
Ever? Have you ever thought about it?
No.
Like,
Okay, let's say you had to propose tomorrow. What would you do?
find a woman.
Okay, presuming you did, how would you propose?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's supposed to be pretty warm tomorrow. Maybe take it to like a beach or something.
Okay.
I don't really know exactly what I would do, to be honest. I think tomorrow is too soon to like try and do a backpacking trip in Europe and do it like somewhere.
So if you had time, maybe that's what you would do?
If I had time to think about this, I have no idea what I would do.
Okay.
I feel like the options are pretty endless.
Would you be more creative or would you be
Yeah.
simplistic? You would be.
I think I'd be more creative.
Okay. Like a fire in the wilderness or something. Like, will you marry me?
Fireworks in the
Oh,
sky.
yes.
Drones.
That would have been,
Drones.
yeah, that would have been the path.
Yeah, maybe like a mariachi band.
Oh.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Murphy?
I have no clue. I mean,
Okay, well, if
it would
you were
probably
to
be
tomorrow.
it would probably be something meaningful, like
What?
a place that we like shared a moment at.
The DC.
Yeah, probably a top of Mount Moody. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like get it on the jumbotron.
Oh
Would be the goal.
no!
That'd
Don't
be-
do that.
Oh. I was just about to say that'd be sweet, and you're like, no, don't do that. No, don't do that.
I think
Oh.
one of the only live proposals I've ever been there for was some really drunk dude at a Jason Aldean concert.
Wow.
And that was awesome. I was like
Wow.
7. And I was like, that's awesome.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, Lila, what do you hope
Oh man.
a dude will include when he's proposing to
Oh
you?
my gosh. I also like don't think about this very much.
Okay, listen, creativity people, let's get it together.
We're busy. This is
Okay.
like just some thought
You
way down the line.
over
Did
there.
you have this answer?
I didn't well, now I could tell you. I wish that it was in a hot air balloon with fireworks. Those are like my 2 favorite things. No. I think at the time, I don't know but Joe, he was super meaningful. But it also was super obvious. I knew it was coming. He was so nervous that day, which is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, no big deal or anything, right?
He was like shaking, which Joe just like doesn't ever get nervous about anything in life. So,
Except you.
yeah, I guess that day he was nervous.
He said also the day you came back from Dallas.
Oh gosh, we should have had him tell that
Yeah,
story.
we should have. He said that you were driving up the street and he was looking at his watch. He was like a 115 resting heart rate. He's like, oh my gosh.
His heart was racing. Oh man, someday we should unpack that whole story. Okay, do you have?
I just want it to be very meaningful, and I also want to be surprised. Like I don't want to know
Okay.
because it's really hard to surprise me.
Well, it's also I think that the day of your proposal is just so hard because
know.
they're so
I know.
obvious. Unless they're like overly intentional all the time,
Yeah.
which is not like a jab. It's just like even like if I were the one, all of a sudden I have to like think differently. Think of like when you have if you're doing a surprise for a friend, you're like going above and beyond to try and make sure they don't know a surprise is coming.
Yeah.
And like so your behavior just changes. But so if you were on a backpacking trip in Europe, you might know something is up.
Maybe.
Okay.
I feel like
Anyways.
a backpacking trip in Europe would not honestly be the best place to propose.
Oh, we're back to why?
Man, you're just out there for a long time. You're both probably tired.
Wasn't this just your idea?
See, I was just spitballing. Though.
Oh, okay.
Like I told you, the opportunities are endless. Like when you start opening up past a day,
Yeah, there is. Is it?
you'd probably both be really tired, thirsty, probably not in like the greatest clothing. You're like.
I think it's
hiking.
funny the girls who try and they're like, I need to make sure my nails are done. And that to me is exhausting because you don't really know when it's
That's true.
about to happen. So it feels like you just end up in this like constant needing to have your nails done. Okay, I have a really strong right turn question for all of y'all. Murphy, this is for all of y'all. What do you feel like is one characteristic of God that you have learned the most in the last, like in your college experience? Something about the character of who God is and why or how. Connor Barkle is calling me. Should I answer him on here?
It's a Home FM employee.
Yeah, it is. Connor Barkle, you're live on home.fm.
Am I interrupting something?
No, just our podcast.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
Do you have that camera by chance for us to go record that video downtown?
Yes, sure do. It's up in my office on the couch in a little black pouch. If you send me a picture of my couch when you get up there, I'll tell you if it's the right one. Is there
Okay.
anything you want to say to our fans?
No, not really.
Bart.
Good morning and have a great day.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Bart.
Way to go. Okay. Okay, bye.
I would say
Oh.
that God's love is what I've learned the most about. So I asked my buddies this back home. I was like, if you had to like describe one characteristic of God, what would it be? Because mine has changed over the years. I used to say holy because God is holy, and I'm not trying to dismember that. But a holy God, a God that only wants to be seen as holy, would not have come down and loved us so much that he died on the cross and humbled himself, as it says in Philippians.
That's so good. When did you come to know Jesus?
I grew up in the church, but I really started to dig in my senior year of high school.
How come?
So I grew up really conservative United Methodist. I
Okay.
like the way Rich Cornell puts it, that he grew up in a United Methodist church that if it put Baptist on the front, nobody would have noticed.
Yeah, that's how
But
I was.
But the United Methodist Church flip-flops pastors really often.
Interesting.
So I got a new pastor, and this pastor was extremely intellectual, like came from a lawyering background. And that's just kind of like how I click. Like when things make sense,
Yeah.
they make sense, like if they make sense logically. So stuff started to make sense logically about the Bible. And, like every good senior in high school, you want to know about all the questions of the world, like aliens. So I started like thinking that the Bible has stuff to say about aliens and crazy
Wow.
things like that. So that's when I really started digging in and making it like an intentional thing.
Wow. I love that. Colin?
For me, I would just say that not necessarily like, I would say more is just like a stigmatism around God, is that like the religion versus relationship aspect was something that I really struggled with at the beginning. Because I grew up in a Catholic church, and a lot of it was very like rule oriented and like works oriented, and if you didn't follow the rules and the works, then like you weren't worthy, basically. It's kind of like the way that I felt growing up. And then that led me to become non-religious for multiple years. And then it wasn't until I came to Spring Arbor that one of my teammates told me, he was like, well, you don't have to follow a bunch of rules to get into heaven. Like, you just have to understand that, like, Jesus is your Lord and Savior. And I was like, it physically, like, it didn't comprehend in my brain. I honestly told him, I said, you're lying. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you have to follow, like, these rules. You have to, like, do all these things. Like, that's how you get into heaven. And he was like, nope. You just believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins and that he's your Lord and Savior. And it took me so long to actually, like, wrap my head around how, like, just insane that is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Love that. Was that Zach Crobble?
Ironically, it was Jaden Rodriguez.
Really?
Yeah.
J-Rod, shout out. Wow.
Yeah.
Shocking.
In the Coug Den.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. Ironically,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. Lila?
He is forgiving and faithful and gracious. I've messed up a lot, and I grew up Christian all my life, but it was very, very lukewarm. And that's the way I grew up. But I never knew what it meant to be a believer and a follower. And I feel like I've just gotten more curious over the years, especially in college. I think I started to want to know more my senior year of high school.
Which you were at IMG then, right?
Yeah. And I joined an FCA there. And that was good, but I mean, it was still very like lukewarm, like once a week kind of thing.
Yeah.
I never went to church my entire senior year. And it's just been hard, but it's also been so sweet because the more I talk to him, the more I spend time with him, thankful, and I've learned to know what a heart of gratitude means. And in every circumstance, in every season that I'm in, I'm just like, thank you, Lord, because I'm growing each and every day.
All of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. I, my challenge to each of you is each of you have greater influence than I think you know. And we, just this week at church, we were singing the Made for More song, and Colin actually was standing next to me, and I like couldn't help but put my hand on his shoulder, and I was just like, this song is literally like for you, and I would say just for each of you, because you both have your own sphere of influence, and you have more influence than you understand, and like each of you were made for more, because each of you is in such a sweet spot of understanding God's love for you. It doesn't mean you're perfected. It doesn't mean we still don't struggle. It doesn't mean like any of those things. Like we are a work in progress until the day that we meet him. But like you were made for more, and you were made like to grow his kingdom. And so my urge to you is just like to keep walking in that. Maybe even if I were to circle back to your question about the street team, like I hope we have a lot of fun with this. We laugh. We make fun of each other probably too much, or just
Too
enough,
much.
or
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
But
Too
I
much.
think that this invites people into conversations, and I hope that it helps people understand like the joy that we can find in Christ, and just like he's gifted us so many talents, and we get to use those, and hopefully they are service to others. So,
Yeah.
Any parting words?
Murphy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for
thank you
coming.
so
For having
much.
me.
It was
Did you have
awesome
fun?
having you.
Yeah, I don't get to be in this studio very much anymore.
Yeah, isn't the one next door?
Yeah.
No, this one's more fun because there's
Yeah.
cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.